Testing, testing, testing. Hello. Hello. Am I live? It looks like I'm live. Heck yes. Goal was definitely to be live tonight. Despite pure exhaustion, we lived the dream. I'm going to post a little announcement here and get going. Whoa. Got so many embeds. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I want to do. I'm going to mute the Discord sound so we're not hearing Discord notifications all night. That'll be nice. But I think it should be good to go. And then hopefully all the chats are working. I don't really have a way to be sure of that. It's so weird to live stream to like so many different platforms at once. I still don't know how I feel about it. Okay, we can get some PoE audio here. Sweet. Let's see here. Ailment, Thresh. Let's get that bad boy out of there. And where are we at? We're in this zone. That was an overrun map. That was nice. Sun Temple. Oh, such a bad tile. But we get to Viridian. Viridian good. So we will Sun Temple with the boss. Should be super sketchy. All right, we need a lot more PoE audio here. Let's go like that, maybe. Yo, what's up, Puma? How's it going tonight? I've been trying so hard to find royalty-free music to play during streams. And after the last few attempts have determined it's just like basically impossible unless you're willing to listen to like awful music, which I am not. But yeah, it's kind of weird. There's like tons of stuff that's labeled royalty free and then it's not. So then I was like, we're just going to listen to video game soundtracks. So this is the Diablo 2 soundtrack. Because those have like no copyright parameters on them whatsoever. I even went to YouTube's like own library and they've got like royalty free permanently $0. And then I did a VOD with it, or I did a stream with it, and the VOD was like a shared revenue. Well, one is YouTube will take the video down if I don't like give credit to the video owner, which, you know, it doesn't seem like it's not a big deal to give credit, except that I don't really want to like keep track of like all the music I'm playing and like give credit for all of it in the description, which is basically what they are requiring. So then you can use quote royalty free music, which is not very great music in general usually, though there's some good stuff. But then if you don't give credit for that, it turns on like a revenue sharing mechanism where like these other people are getting money for my video being watched. And it gets really weird. There's like all sorts of copyright stuff I don't understand, and there's like terms of agreement I have to sign. And dude, I just want to listen to music while I stream. It's not a big deal, man. Keep it simple around here. But yeah, that's my journey so far. And I tried like so many different things. And what's sneaky is people can label it royalty free and then change it later and make it royalty not free. And then suddenly my videos will get like taken down or blocked. Yes, on Twitch you can split audio channels, which is super cool. But I keep all my VODs on YouTube because the storage is like permanent and unlimited. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do it for YouTube, and YouTube doesn't offer separate audio streaming channels. Bah humbug. Bah humberbugs. Whoa. Just teleported across the zone there. Yeah. It's something I spent a lot of time trying to solve and like queried AI and tried out different desktop tools and then tried out different websites. And yeah, the only things that were like truly, truly royalty free, the music was like so bad. I mean, there's another option. Another option would be to like just not care at all about VODs. So if all your streams, if like when it's over, you just delete all the VODs, then there's nothing that can ever go wrong, basically. I don't think. I suppose YouTube could get really crazy and be like, you're not allowed to live stream anymore because you violated policies so much. But I think if I just go in there and delete the VOD after every stream, then it would work fine. But that, you know, that's hugely problematic because a lot of the PoE2 bros are like going to my VODs to figure out, you know, what did I do in that build on that day and all that crap. So it is what it is. Whoa. Oh, we have a boss. He's scary. Come on, buddy. Whew. Yeah, I'd say there's reasons Twitch is better, and then there's reasons it's not. This music thing is like a pretty big reason it is. Like being able to play music at will and then not having it be a part of the VOD, that's awesome. I hope YouTube gets that going at some point because that's just really great, man. Twitch cracked the code on that one. These are all bad. This is kind of interesting, though. Just going to YOLO spam it. It's pretty bad still. I think it's trash. I mean, the other thing is like, I could just not worry about, you know, I could just not worry about VODs and such. Or I could not worry about music and such. Or I could be really confusing and worry about all of it. That's where I'm currently at. Just worrying about all of it. But yeah, this music ain't really cutting it, right? What's up, Curse? I'm at 97, 11%. I hit 97 yesterday. Now, the PoE2 music is fantastic. It's bar none. This song's wonderful. Problem is, when I go down to my maps, they're Delirium maps. So all the music is the same for every map, and the song is like, I don't want to say it's cringe, but like, it could use some love or just some variety maybe. Ailment Threshold, Ignited Ground. We're going to go do this Wildwood map just for fun. Hopefully I can't die in here. I'm not super familiar with this map. Game OST recommends? Cool. I mean, that's cool. I'd love, like, my favorite thing is when I'm grinding maps, I like to listen to just, like, some type of chill beat. Like, you know that composer you passed to me that one time that just made, like, chill beat? And there was, like, a lo-fi version of it. That's, like, my jam for when I'm just, like, infinite grinding and stuff. Well, this song's mighty creepy. Seems like the Wildwood works similar to PoE 1. Is it going to kick me out like it does there? There's a bursty. It probably is going to kick me out if it's giving me bursties. Wait, is that an Omen? It is. Ooh, Omen of the Hunt. All right. That's the Asmeri Wisp one? Yeah. I like that one. Boom. Listen how intense this music is. Creepy, too. That's a great chord. Yeah, lo-fi's so good. Such a good vibe, right? Yeah, I think that's all the rares. I wonder what else you can find in here besides omens. There's obviously lots of omens. Okay, I got kicked out finally. Doesn't even give you a portal. It's just kind of like, you're done. Leave. I've almost worked my way back up to the starting place. That means I need to get really far away. It means I'm distant from my juice. There's some juice. Ooh, 77. Wow. That sucker is 77 base quant. Whoo-wee. Yes, please. Oh, I realize I have my my screen set up totally different. I don't have the chat up or anything. I guess you can see the game a little better. That's nice. But normally I'm like, keep, save, mode, full screen, keep, save, and then this. Yeah, normally I'm like this. Cool. I'm going to keep that going. I like this. Might get the gray boxes of Doom, but it's cool. Wait, do I have any overrun maps? If not, I need to make some. No. What are the additionals here? Increase monsters. Oh, Incubator Queen. She's scary. I can go fight her. She killed me last time, so I kind of want a rematch. That 77 quant map is getting saved for a special time. But we can do Synotes. That's good. Now this song. Permanent. Permanent this song. Just makes me want to just kill it. Just kill the song, man. Boom. Poof. Poof. I took some damage there, like a lot. What the heck was that? Interesting. I'm rocking Big Bomb now. Big Bomb is big good times. Mm. Sweet. Let's see here. I gotta put the chat right here. Right, Shaw. Cool. So probably be the map. Last map I run that's not areas overrun by the Abyss. By the way, this Journey to Level 100 idea, I'm curious how long it takes to do it if you don't do like anything special. You don't do big party play. You don't do like, you know, pay for Untainted Paradise, which I heard people do. You just kind of play. And actually, you play for items. Like, you just kind of magic find, and then you see how long it takes to get to level 100 when you're just playing the game like normal. I have a feeling the answer is going to be an inordinate amount of time. And I'm okay with that, because I'm a huge nerd. I think I have the right build for it. I do die more than I need to go for level 100, because dying is like hours of pain relived. And to not die, I think I just need like a little bit deeper ES pool, which I could build pretty nicely with a better body armor, so I'm going to be working on that. The only thing that other than can kill me is like maps that, you know, I'm just juicing the lethality of the map so ridiculously. Like the Abysses have increased difficulty and reward per Abyss. Those ones get so nasty. And beautifully rewarding. Oh my gosh. It didn't take that long to get to 97. It seemed like that was easy. And 97 to 98 is fathomable. Like, I see the bar move when I play for a night. If you've ever tried to go to level 100 in Diablo 2, it's unfathomable when you're at 99 trying to go to 100. Like, you can play for like 10 hours and the bar barely moves. So I'm curious to see if that's like how PoE 2 is as well. Oh, thank you. I meant to stay here. Thanks, Curse. Appreciate you, dude. My bad. I don't know how that happened. Okay, here's the Incubator Queen. You gotta be careful here. She popped me last time. I mean, one tapped. Got her. Oh my god. She threw that thing at me at the end. That was scary. It was scary, Jerry. I think she might be really good. I'll do some more testing on her. Temporal Tether. Is that it? There's a ritual left, but I probably will skip. There's that Dextral annulment. 17k. You've got to be kidding me. 17k for a little item. I think that is like a 3-div item, so if it's going to be somewhere, fair enough. Increase cold 1 prefix. It's worth a couple slams. All right, who needs a crash course in making waystones that are good. I'll give it to you right now. We're going to make 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so you bring all up to max exalt, starting with alchemy because it's the most efficient. And then we're going to exalt spam them all to get max properties. Then we take Omens of Chaotic Rarity, which looks like we need more of. What's up, long-armed Rex? What are you talking about, Witch Abyss? Why are you speaking cryptically, huh?
I'll post it right away.
That's not what I want. I'll go back here to 1. 284. Rarity. I hate when it does this. Chaotic rarity. Generally, trades and exalts are always going to save you money, and that's because there's a gold conversion there.
Let's see if there are any takers.
So, you know, I have tons of gold saved up, so I usually just swap divs to exalts and then swap exalts to the item I want, and it'll save you a little chunk each time you do that. All right, so Omen of Chaotic Rarity. Now what we're going to do is slam all of these with this. Double check, make sure none of them like accidentally rolled really good rarity. Doesn't look like they did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now they all should have 100-ish or more rarity. All of these have 100 plus. We've got a 124, 2 124s in here. Those are super juicers. Now we're going to pull out Liquid Paranoia and give more rare monsters to all of these maps, which is super important. Also gives the Delirious modifier, which increases difficulty dramatically and drop rate dramatically. There is no faster way to do this in PoE 2. In PoE 1, it is quite a fast process. You can just click and slam them all directly with the equivalent of the emotions. Now we're going to take the vertebra and hit everything with an Abyss mod. And this is where we go to the slot machine. Turn the creepy music on. Now, there's 2 mods that are really great in here, and then there's others that are pretty solid. So these XP ones, these are obviously nice in some XP climbing. Incubator Queen I've been messing with. She did drop an Orb of Chance there. That was pretty cool. I might want to do some more testing with her, even though she's super rippy and makes me likely to die. Rex. The big one we're looking for is additional pits and areas overrun by the Abyss. These ones I always take the Union of Souls. And what that does is give your map pack size, which is pretty cool. It's not like amazing, but it's pretty cool. Increase monsters is nice. There it is. And there it is. These are the 2 good ones right here. If you're choosing between them, always take Overrun by the Abyssal. And this map is now worth probably 2 Divine. They're really hard to price in these tools. But if we say 17 pits, Overrun, Rare 15 with 107 rarity, you can see we're at 5 annuls. That includes in-person trade. The instant buyouts are 6 annuls or 2 divines. I think 6 annuls is more than 2 divines. So one way you could make a ton of currency in this game is if you just sat and rolled maps like for hours and then sold them all. Make an unbelievable amount of money. So this one is really good for tiles you have that already have Abyss on. Monsters have increased difficulty and reward for each Abyss, and it does work. I've done quite a few with that at this point, and dang, those last packs are difficult, and they give really, really juicy loot. 3 additional pits is solid. 81% increased XP is a pretty good high roll there. So the cost of rolling 10, I'm trying to think of the cost of rolling 10, is probably close to a divine. And then I like to keep my overruns here and my difficulty and rewards here. And I filter out ailment threshold for quality of life. Okay. So this tile, I have a 71 tile in here, but I think we'll run some of the lesser tiles. This dig site, oh god, dig site's such a rough map. So is raised fields. Ugh, I wish they could get away from maps that are so awful to run. Hopefully that was a little helpful overview, Rex. I don't know. I've got a video from last season on rolling waystones. It still kind of applies, but definitely with the Abyss stuff, it's changed pretty substantially. All right, turn the sound off there. Oh, just messing with settings here. Here we go. Okay. Ready to rock. Area's overrun by the Abyss. Let's have a good time. Woof. It is nasty already. Look at all the ground effects. Jeez. You really do have to have a pretty solid character for these maps, which is refreshing. Like, one thing PoE 2 still needs to get to that PoE 1 has is like difficulty scaling for the content. Like difficulty and reward scaling. In this game, I think the ceiling's just way too low. In PoE 1, there's content where you literally need like 20, 40 mirror characters just to clear the content without dying. And that the content is equally rewarding. And I know PoE 2 will get there. They've got a model for it that's working beautifully, so they'll get there, but this Abyss was a step in the right direction.
My mana's gone.
Boom. Annulment. Ooh, level 20 uncut gem. What a rare find. Hallelujah. I think I have wisps like on my atlas right now. I'm probably gonna pull those off for some shrines. You kind of have like 6 play points you can use, like 6 points for fun. The other 34 like should absolutely be used for the core nodes, or you're just losing out on loot for sure. Oof, another annulment. That's amazing. Those are very rare. Those are, I'm pretty sure they're more rare than divines, based on my pickups over a couple of seasons.
Violence is failure, but I will not fall.
What is furtive wraps? You don't know what that is. Oh, Sentia Sanguis. Cool. Oh, they're so cool. Oh my god, another annulment and a chance. I mean, these aren't rolling to divines, but those are all divine equivalents in terms of rarity. Potentially more rare than divines, I think. I'm not like totally sure of the numbers. Okay, I really want that wisp to go in. I think it's in.
I've no mana.
Whoa. That is a double health delirium boss. I don't even get to figure out where he is. He dies so fast.
My mana's gone.
That's the end of the abyss and the end of the map, pretty much. Even the Asmirian Wisp gave up on me. The spear. Guess I'll check it out. Bad. Bad. Oh, yeah, I have an expedition. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, like the whole room. Make sure there's no monster hits against monsters cannot be critical hits is my brick mod for these. A little scary spot in there. Oops. Okay. When I come home, I slam... Ooh, look at that. That is such a good tablet. I slam all my tablets, and I put them in a, like, 35 Exalt tab. And then if I get pinged on them, then I go in and actually move them to either a place where I'm going to use them or a place to sell them. Dang, that's a crazy amulet. It's only +2 to spells, but it's 5 good mods. What are these worth? Level 20 skill gem. Almost a div. That's awesome.
All right. Your order is ready.
Let's swap that out. I always like slamming these. You can roll power charge on them. I think you can also roll melee skill on them. And if you do, they become very valuable. So it's kind of a fun roll. Attribute requirements. That is not the goal there.
I'll do what I can to sell it for you.
That series I don't think is popular enough this season to be rolling like that. And the mystery amulet. 2 to spells, lots of ES, and rarity. We'll just do those properties. 1 to 3 div plus attributes. I think 3 div is a reasonable start for this.
Is that a good price for that? I have no idea.
Okay. Where are we going? Lots of good tiles in here. What do we got over here? Viridian, Viridian, Untainted. Assembly. Dang, that's my 77. That's another 77. Wow. Those have to be run on an overrun by the Abyss map. It's required for those.
This ends now. I'm no mana.
This build is ridiculous. Pum, 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 pum. apparently just deleted the rare that this wisp was interested in. I love when he gets stuck in the air like that. Alright, let's see if I can get this thing here without killing the rare. It's really hard to do. Success. Doesn't matter.
I'll take that.
Immune to cold. We don't want that.
Need mana.
Hits can't be evaded. This could be a bricked one unless I get the bomb way up here. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is some bomb placement range, dude. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's actually crazy. XP Shrine. That's what I'm talking about. No, we can't go to Abyssal Depths. Just got an XP Shrine, dude. It's like winning the lottery. Oh no. Where's the guys? Okay, down south. There's a breach. Yes. Oh my gosh, look at Herald of Ice. The off-screen is unreal. Like, do I even get experience for that? It's so far away. That's a meme. Of course I do. Got another wisp. I need to turn these off, though. They're, like, too slow. Owie. Get in there, wisp.
Proof of my prowess.
Proof of my prowess. Was that another wisp? I think it might have been. Look at the difference between that map and the last one. That's insane. It's just from that overrun by the Abyss mod. It's the only reason. That is crazy. It's kind of a cool amulet. It's probably not anything that sells, but I like to learn by just throwing stuff on the wall.
Is that a good price for that? I have no idea.
Any unique ring you get that's like a decent ring but very common, just give it a vol. And if you can run the if you can run one of the enchants up on it, you can sell it for quite a bit. Thanks for the call out, Curse. I don't even remember it being there. Oh yeah, I didn't go because of the XP shrine. Yeah, dude, thank you. Gotta get down to the depths, baby. Now we can turn the sound on. Because there's no delirium music. Yay. Delirium music bad. Maybe I could build a program that like plays the map music for the map I'm in instead of the delirium music. It could be like a really nice add-on to the game. Yes. I'm so glad you're here to remember for me. I'm way too tired from working today to remember that.
No mana.
Whoa. Dude, that was a heck of a mana drain. Delirium music. I went all the way down there for this. And I have 22 of them. It was worth it, I swear. All right, so another thing you can do, you know, because these overrun maps are so good. You can set up a trade search for them, obviously, and then you can adjust it for like current prices. Like right now, there's not one for less than 2 div that has 90 item rarity. A lot of people don't realize you can put the item rarity in here, and it's pretty helpful. And then I always sort by exalted or divines. If you don't, you're gonna get ripped off. Actually, that one's 4 nulls. That's probably fairly priced. Let's see. A null for divine. Yeah, okay. So that one's actually like less than 2 divine. They probably go up to 6. Oh, weird. Oh, that's because these are 14s. Okay. Wonder how close you can get to 18. Can you put an 18 on here? How does it work? Nope. Treats that as 2 separate mods, maybe? Let's see here. Abysses have additional pits. Oops. Abysses have additional pits. Okay, cool. So an 18 with 90 rarity is 5 and null. That's actually not bad at all, to be honest. They are cheating the rarity with the Delirious there. So this one's probably better to buy. And then I just have to look for Ailment Threshold. And 5 of nulls is pretty much straight 2 divines. If you're really like swapping out, it's actually a little bit more than 2 divines. And if you have the currency to sustain at 2 divines, if you've got tablets set up, it's probably worth it to buy these all the time. Because they're just that potent. And if if you have good tiles to run them on, they're just ridiculous. Grimhaven will be really good. It's a massive tile. Back to Delirium music. But we can do King's March OST PoE2 extended. Let's see if somebody's made an extended mix of it yet. Nope. It's a great song. Can I put it on repeat or something? Can you not put YouTube songs on repeat? Interesting. That may be something I have to figure out one day.
That was almost a challenge.
Whoa! That's a big essence guy, man. Whew. Coffer.
Now there's a nice surprise.
wonder how the XP of an overrun by Abyss mob sizes up. This is looking good. Saw a rare chest. You'll love to see it. Hits against monsters cannot be crits. That's my one mod. I cannot run. Boom! Fireworks! That's so fun. 11 artifacts in a stack. You'll love to see it. I think that guy actually got the wisp. Hopefully before he died. Sometimes it glitches a little bit. That's interesting. Keep trying to roll a Rogue Exile in an Abyss. I guess that's how you get the unique jewel. And man, I've rolled like 5 or 6 of them, and they do not flip to the like Abyss-based Rogue Exile, which supposedly is how you get the Darkness jewel. Oh no, not the March for Death. That one can be pretty rippy. You got to be really careful with that one. Ah, interesting. Very nice. Are you going for a level up or something? Oh, seriously, Nguyen? Sorry. I'll take a look at that here. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Let's see this. Show me some proof. Mobalytics guide. What? How dare you do this to me, YouTube? Okay, I'll edit that. Thank you for the call out. Everybody is so helpful. Saving my stream every time. All right, I don't think that's going to like live update on your page, but I submitted the update to the VOD. So it should fix it. Thank you, my friend. Whoa. Holy ground effects. This build is just so gnarly, isn't it? Just being able to sprint through everything is awesome. Yeah, Paranoia gives you more rares. So if you're reselling, you may want to like just cheat rarity, because people filter on rarity. But if you're running, you definitely want the more rares on top of like 80 to 100 rarity. That's the ideal. And then, of course, you want to build this Shatter Amazon because she is freaking OP as heck. I am biased. But no, she definitely really is. Hey yo. So far this one has been considerably less like high drops than the last one. But we still have a lot of Abyss to go. I'm still optimistic here. Seen a lot of uniques actually. Here's one, it's like, okay, it's Ming's Heart. Nobody ever uses that, but there might be somebody out there who uses it. So you slam it with a corruption, and then you're going to hit the perfect enchant for that person out there who's dreaming of a Ming's Heart build. Is that Wisp really going the other way? Look at that mess in there. Sheesh. I'm gonna try and let that wisp get in there. Go ahead, buddy. Okay, it's in. Boom. Huge value. And it popped out. It's ready to go again. Ton of Exalt. 24 Exalt and 2 greater Exalts. Trying not to kill that rare. I really need to turn Wisps off. They're going to get me killed. Intentionally not killing rare monsters is going to get me killed. This is my favorite thing about not being on Hollow Palm is I can ID stuff while I'm running. Which is such an awesome time saver.
This were well made. A worthy foe.
A worthy foe.
No mana.
Where's my King's March music? Totally let it go. I'm just gonna have to custom make my own PoE2 local soundtrack and just like keep it running. You know what's interesting in the supporter packs? It says you're getting the PoE2 soundtrack for download and then you don't. A lot of people have complained about that, myself included. Us audiophiles. Big sound nerds, such as myself. I'm not the only one. Let it be known there are others like me. So, barring the tablets being really good, that'd be an example of one that does not even pay for itself. But, you know, each time you run it, you're getting a chance to potentially high roll into something, so I do think it all like evens out plus or minus a few. If you liquidate everything, it evens out every night, I think. And these are difficulty rewards. Okay, let's go get another overrun. And yeah, if I wasn't streaming, I would jump into my Waystones and I'd go like flip maybe like 40 of these. I could probably get like 4 or 5 of these ones that I'm buying. Which is really solid. Additional pits. You do want to care about the number of additional pits. It's important. Ailment threshold. That one's fine. Waystone drop chance deliriousness. We don't want that. 27? How do you get 27? 87% delirious? Good luck selling that, dude. Look at this one. 120 rarity. Woo! Yo, what's up, Alpaca? How's it going, dude? Good evening. Thanks for coming by. Four annuls. That's perfect, except it's already delied. So we don't get the rare monsters. Here's a 5 annul. That's what you pay to be able to deli your own. Any tips for crafting rings for HPT? No. No, like there's not going to be... because everybody needs something different on that build, there's not going to be a cut and dry, here's the ring everybody should make, unlike Amulet. My tip for you would be to run Breach. Run the Breach domain, these splinters, and you will find like 4 or 5. Oh my god, my thing's all messed up. You'll find like 4 or 5 Breach rings each time you run that, and then you'll eventually find the ones that you need. So here's my remnants of my Breach sessions. And every 3 rings you can transmute. So like you get 3 crappy ones. Just come to the bench. Reforge. Boom. So that's my method for getting rings that I really like. Especially for Hollow Palm, where it's really straightforward what you need. The variable set of resist that you need is like the complicated part, where it's not one size fits all, right? Fire res 38. Yeah, that's not good. That's a little bit too low, as you know. Let me tell you things you know and act like you don't know them already. Ornate chambers. Oh, I need to give this paranoia. Oops. That's the whole reason I bought it. "45% rare monsters, 103 rarity, Abyss is overrun, 16 pits." That's solid. Something ignited you, yeah. I mean, of course, make sure you have Byra's Charm, right? Definitely want Byra's Anguish. So good. But yeah, you need max fire res. Oh, you lived. Well, hey, see, that's a great sign. You're set. Heyo. So that's 2.5 anoles. We paid 5 for the map. Quick on the health pot. Yeah, that'll do it. You could just get an Olroth's potion and just not worry about your fire res anymore. Yeah, you definitely want to be res capped. You know, you can look for it on other slots too. Like gloves are so ubiquitous, you could probably, unless you're wearing like super GG gloves, you could probably find gloves that have some fire res. Rings is the way to go though, for sure. But yeah, if you're trying to button things up so you can run some maps, make some currency, and buy some good rings, you know, running the Breach domain is the best thing. Because not only do you get so many Breach rings for yourself, you find a lot that you can resell, and the Breach domain pays for itself, guaranteed. You also get a Divine Equivalent like every 5 maps, which is really solid. Cold damage, rip. Oh, cannot be crits. This is like the expedition from hell right here. Just go right there. Well, there you go. You can swap the gloves a bit. And on gloves, because the base defenses on gloves aren't that impressive, sometimes you can get away with jacking up the sockets on your gloves too to save resists.
No mana.
You know, none of these like best practice for your final build or whatever, but when you're in a pinch and you're out and you're broke, sometimes you gotta get creative, you know. All right, is my other scene fixed yet? No, still gray boxes. Come on, dude. So annoying. I hate you, Streamlabs. You're the worst. To redo all of my overlays. Pa-ching. Oh my god, this build is so cracked. What a potato build. Yeah, gloves you want, you know, probably... You definitely want at least one source of flat damage and then a lot of evasion. The evasion is going to give you defense and attack speed, so it's double dipping there. But evasion competes with the flat damage, so Keep that in mind. And then if you're getting spendy, you want +2 melee. I mean, you should consider +2 melee like a requirement because that's your source of damage with HPT. There's another annulment. We're at 3.5. So +2 to melee skills, evasion, 1 flat, and then you have a 6th modifier that's very flexible. You can go with leech. You can go with resist. There are abyss mobs that are dual resist, so you could double dip like chaos plus something. A lot of good things you can do there.
No mana.
Holy cow, rarity shrine. Let's go. It's divine time. There they are. Oh. Double omen. Thanks, rarity shrine. Damn. And now our 5 annul map has completely paid for itself plus profit. You'd love to see it. Also paid for the other one that whiffed with that beautiful drop. Whoa. Laggy. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, that's rude.
Need mana.
Holy smokes. I'm gonna drop it all on the ground and die. Watch me do it. I've got to get a screenshot for the gram. That's insane. Definitely never seen 2 Omens of Light and Omen Echoes all in like the same spot of the map. That was super nutty. Well, thanks, beautiful map. All bad. That thing could be good with a little luck. Nope, bad. All right, we had a Divine, an Annul, 2 Omens of Light, and Abyssal Echoes. Let's do a price check on Light. Oh my gosh, it's almost 4 divs. So we brought in +7 Chaos and 24 Exalt. That was like a 10 div raw haul map. That's so awesome. Let's do more of those. Those are perfect. Oh no. An Omen of Light and a Poison Puddle. Say no more. It sounds awful. Okay, this map's so good for 4 annul. You got to be kidding me, buddy. Me. Me.
It's done. I'll check back soon.
Yay. All right, do I still have gray boxes of Doom? Let's see here. Yep. What is up with the gray boxes, man? Maybe I can figure this out. Let me grab my link for that. Properties. URL. Streamlabs. Sorry about the gray box on the screen. I'm going to troubleshoot it right now. Look, here it's working fine. So something is wrong with... Something's wrong with OBS. Interesting. Shut down source when not visible. Oh, did that shut it down? Oh, did that fix it? What? did. Oh my gosh, that one's fixed. I love it. Where's my view counts? Let's fix those. I love my little view counts. Boom. Oh my gosh, a magic button. Yes! Ha 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 ha! Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'm so hyped. All right, and get some more PoE music going here. And then we're going to buy maybe a few more maps. I don't know. Let's play. Let's play. We'll just play some more King's March. Yay! Thanks, Slamtack. Things are working. Wait, did the follow alert work? I didn't see. Appreciate you, dude. Okay, probably I can set it on repeat here. Yeah, I think it's looping. Yo. Just rocking. We're at, well, I need to check my XP here. 30% Delirious. I think they put Delirious on the rarity. That's fine. I'm at 13% XP. Whoa. I think it was at 11 to start the stream, so that's a pretty big improvement. Oh, yeah, this map. I'm basically setting myself up for absolute depression by deciding to go for level 100 solo with no, like, you know, I'm not going to buy, like, Untainted Paradise or anything. I'm not even going to change, like, what I do. I'm just going to keep MFing and doing maps and trying not to die and see how long it takes to get to 100. Or to fail. I may fail. I don't know about that, Alpaca. If that's what you're seeing in the options, then I'm going to go with yes. But I don't know for sure. The way you would check is Craft of Exile. Let me know if you're familiar with how to check on Craft of Exile. If you're not, I can show it really quick. I'd be happy to show that. We're going to go right here. All right, let me know if you don't. I can switch it up and show you. Fireworks. I only pick up Black Scythe and Sun artifacts now. Oh my god, a second logbook. Let's go. Slamtack the League is awesome. It takes a little while to realize how awesome it is. And then when you really get into like what they did with Abyss, you realize Abyss is like one of the best leagues they've ever added in either game. Like, it is so much fun. And it has so much variation to it. And nuance to the crafting. It's just fantastic. They just did a fantastic job with the actual league mechanic. I got some other gripes about the game and, like, balance and classes and, of course, the mapping system in general. But, dang, Abyss, they just knocked it out of the park. There's no way around it. You have to admit how good it is. I was not around for the Delve days, but yes, people do often say that as the, you know, the ultimate paradigm of the best league mechanic, and I believe it. I mean, PoE 1's the GOAT, so everything gets held up to the candle of PoE 1. They are. Well, and, you know, it's the league mechanic. They've got a lot to fix. But I think they always said that the next patch, so the .4 patch, is when they're going to revisit the endgame at large. So hopefully redo mapping. And maybe they've learned that they should just stick with the PoE 1, like, base mapping mechanics. you know, scarabs and just maps and no like goofy Atlas Tower, all that stuff. I don't know if they're going to get so aggressive in fixing that they'll go to that, but I know they know that towers are a problem. Like, people have been consistent enough, and we're all giving it the old college try. We're trying to like it. It's just a very unlikable way of doing things. And it's not some mystery how to do it right. Like PoE 1, tradable scarabs with repeatable maps is just so good. They have got to bring that into this game. I do think in their mind too, I think they do really still see this game as being in early access. Like, even though for us it's not, for us it's like just the only game that's playable besides PoE 1. For them, I think they do still really see this as being in early access with lots of base improvements to make. Heyo. Let's go. And then, yeah, Slam Tech, I guess you did not play the Act 4 of the campaign, which was also really cool. Really, really cool. Bad Ring. Bad Ring. Abyssal Echoes. With the 2 logbooks, I probably brought home close to replacement value on that map. I don't know what Echoes is going for right now. We'll check. It's like a fourth of a divine, so I probably lost a little on that one. What's up, Chaksu? Yes, I did move on from Hollow Palm. I just had the creative juices flowing and I wanted to shatter stuff, so here I am. But if you have a POB, feel free to drop it in the chat and I'll give it a live look and tell you how to fix what's going on. COE is saying I can't add the desecrated only mods. Yeah, I think sometimes you can't click on them. You just have to imagine that they're there. And the reason for that is that this page is trying to simulate slam rates for these currencies. And they just don't have the ability to do that simulation when you click on these. I'm sure they'll get there, but yeah. At least they've got this, like this alignment of mod type with the affix. That is so huge, man. Big deals, big deals. Okay, new song time. Obviously, the King's March song is fantastic. Let's do Hinakora's Passage. All of these are already delied, and we don't want them to have deliriousness, or we want them to be 36% delirious. This one right here, because that has the rare monster modifier. Now this is 6 annuls, which is north of 2 divine, so I'm going to switch my filter to exalted or divine orbs, and then we can just look at 2 div maps. That one's pretty solid there. I'll take that one. Dylan, for this current build, it's basically done. I am interested in a better bow. So I've got some crafting to do there. Because my bow, like, this was my temp bow, and it was just on Amazon, being able to cheat the accuracy for flat fizz is so powerful that you can just carry the whole end game with the temp bow. But I'd still like a real bow at some point. And then I want to get more boofy movement speed on my boots. I want to get a double socket 100% scaling movement speed boot. So those are the two changes I still have to make. But as far as like the properties of items in slots and the tree and the gems, those are all finalized. Build is in fantastic form. Everybody's favorite map. The I can't see anything map. Yeah. The accuracy cheat is so OP. Oh, it's just crazy. Oh god, that might be a little loud. Hang on a second. Mistakes were made. Okay. Time to Gamba, yeah. Go for it, dude. What's up, Bull? Ingenuity Bell for Holopalm. You don't want increased charm charges used. That can brick your charms. Make them actually unusable. It doesn't automatically make all of them unusable. But it can happen and you want to avoid it. Because it's not that much more expensive to avoid it. I know, isn't this map ridiculous, Nguyen? So silly. It just needs to have reduced. So the mod will say increased charm charges used, and you just need it to say reduced. It doesn't matter what number. This map we just spray and pray. Because we can't actually see anything. Yeah, for sure, man. And I may have, in my guide, I've got the trade links for things. I usually put the Ingenuity link in there. Let me know if I forgot, and because I need to update that if I did. Yeah, you got to put a max. You're right. You got to put a max of 0. Because the phrasing is always increased. Good point. Very good point. Holy loot. Can't see anything in this map. Yes. Think of reduced as negative increased. Very good. You're getting some great tips here tonight. The wisdom of the ages. This build, this is a freaking meme, dude. This is such a hard map, and this build does not care. This build is just like, hold my beer while I delete this whole map for you. This build is not the Vision Quest, but dang, does it make things easy. For a long journey like getting to level 100, this is the kind of build you want. Yeah, the freeze is brutally underrated. I totally agree. And it's so much fun. I just think the Herald of Ice is like, because they tried to scale down all the really strong AoEs, and they don't let you stack AoE support gems, and they scaled down the AoE nodes on the tree. Like, they don't want you AoE deleting maps as a part of like how you experience this game. And Herald of Ice, they just kind of didn't realize. It snuck under the cracks, basically. Okay, this is gonna be a great little expedition here. Boom! Fireworks. Oh my god, that was awesome. So much fun. Some abyss left somewhere. Is it stronger than Holopalm? Holopalm is better at single target. This has a solid single target mechanic, especially for mapping, because I can freeze a mapping boss really quickly. But like for Zesht, Hollow Palm has the guaranteed one shot. And then Hollow Palm has faster travel speed. And we have to say travel speed because it's that movement based on attack. So I can fly around a map faster. But I would say this build has... Oh, goodness gracious. Hang on a second. Pause the conversation. Whew. I'm going to try and get a screen capture of what just happened. We have to rewatch how this game just tried to screw me so badly. But yeah, okay, so I didn't lose my train of thought. This build has a cleaner clear. So Hollow Palm, there's always like some minions just still chilling because the way the AoE functions isn't a total AoE like this Herald device is. So while Hollow Palm has faster travel and better, like, cleaner one-shot with Falling Thunder, this build has, like, an overall cleaner method of clear. And that's actually kind of nice. I agree, Chaksu. I agree. You're at 10 to 12 APS. You're close. You're close to feeling the ragey move speed. No, you shouldn't need any range. Obviously, put quality on your Tempest Flurry, which I think gives it like melee attack range, but that shouldn't make too much of a difference. Luis asks, from whence does your energy shield come? Just the chest, right here. 1109. Everything else is increases from tree. I think. Okay, this amulet is interesting. We're going to have to look at that more carefully. Ooh, look at that. But it's only 21 rarity. Probably bad, but we hit a crit bonus enchant. Could be kind of cool. This kind of one I usually will just put up for like 2 annuls and see if it goes. Alright, this amulet. There is accuracy. You could try and roll an attack suffix with that. Yeah, I think we will. We're going to go with a Hamaji and just a greater. Rolled Chaos. That's pretty good too. Desecrate a rare jewel. What am I looking for? Amulet, ring, or belt. Collarbone. Can you get a skills with a collarbone? I think you can. You can get anything, right? Let's look at the desecrated mods for this, though. So, jewelry, amulet. Quality of skills? That's kind of cool. You can get 1 to level of all skills. Yeah, we don't want that. No thanks. Skill speed, aura magnitudes. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Recovery and kill. I didn't know that was on amulet. That would be really sexy on a proj amulet. Okay, I guess we're going to go with the collarbone and use an echoes to try and get something good here. Turn the echoes on. I always forget. The only thing I could do is I could give it attack catalysts and then run the catalyst conversion with another exalt to try and get an attack modifier in the suffix. But that catalyst thing has been kind of goofy here and there. Alright, I whiffed pretty hard. Now, somebody may go for a Super Spirit Chaos Res Ami, and that's what this would be for. Cast speed is also pretty solid. We'll see how this pans out in the pricing. Should be interesting. Yeah, Alpaca at that attacks per second. If that's in hideout, you should be seeing the good movement speed. Are you WASD movement? Ooh, that could be a thing. You need to be WASD movement, and then you hold right click. That could be a thing. Aha! You might need to try that out. I'm not for sure that that's the solution, but you might need to try that out. All right, so with Chaos, that goes to 25. Not very good. Let's do caster modifiers. Yeah. Turn the resist off. Whoa, dude. That probably has plus to skills, but I do think this amulet is like close to that value potentially. I've got a trade link, Luis, in my guide for the build. So you should be able to check it there, but I'm guessing like 4 div. We'll say 4 to 15 div. I've seen it as cheap as 4 and as high as 15 for the, like, you know, baseline one. I don't know what this is worth. I'm going to go 50 div to start.
Is that a good price for that? I have no idea.
Oh, attack without moving. There you go. Did that work? Did that fix it? That would be awesome, dude. You'd be all set. No chest link there. Ooh, you might be right. It might be on my other build. I'll look for you really quick. So where's my trade links? Here we go. ES chest. Here, I'll drop this one in the chat for you. This is the same chest. I didn't get a new chest for this build. So this is at 1100 and it's 21 divs. If you're out of budget, that's the only modifier. So go to like 1050, search, 8 div. So you're sacrificing a little bit and getting a lot more value. 1050s are great. Stick with 1050. Beautiful. Yes, so your Tempest Flurry needs to be level 5. And then obviously you're going to need some mana recovery mechanisms. Yeah, for sure, Luis. Yes, Aces, plus the Chaos Res. People overvalue Chaos Res, like, sinfully. And so whenever you see a high Chaos roll on something, you need to take a closer look. Yeah, level 5. I mean, that's what I kept it at. It doesn't have to be level 5, but that was my preference. Wait, this is 10% delirious, so I think it can take 2 paranoias. Yep. Sweet. That's solid. Look at that map. Ooh. Oof. Nesty. That's a nesty man nap. Where do I want to unleash this beast? I hate Sun Temple. Worst tile this season. I don't remember what Sinkhole is, so I guess we'll check out Sinkhole. Oh, it's like the Hinakora zone. Ew. This one's nasty. It's got slow spawn minis and stuff. Curse says crafting 1100 chest is relatively cheap. Teach us the way, man. Is there a deterministic craft for it? For sure, Alpaca. For sure, dude. Thanks for coming by. Whoa. Hey, yo, man. Abyss Omens are just keep on giving the gift tonight. Oh, okay, you're Kami. Okay. Enough said. And yeah, I probably should learn that craft. I could use a better chest, actually. I like mine, but it was just like the first one I bought. I think it was like 9 div. What is the cost of the deterministic chest craft? Whoa. Totally stuck on that wall there. That was weird. It's a very complex question, actually, Alpaca, and if you get a chance, watch my final form video. I have a section called Skill Gems, and the opening part of that section is how all the skill gems are working together. Because it's kind of a very sophisticated clear mechanically, and then the playstyle is very simple. But you really need to understand how they're all working together, and I go over that there. Hollow Palm. That was such a fun build. What a great ride this season. Thank you, GGG, for giving us that. This build is just straight delete mode. I can't stop, like, having my jaw just falling out of my mouth because of it. It's like a walking simulator, man. I don't even have, like, additional proj on my bow. I don't even have any flat damage on my bow. All accuracy. This is the most ridiculous build. Ugh. I should make some super clickbaity YouTube video about how this is like an affordable bow build. Because it really is. Okay, we might have an opportunity for multiple wisps in one rare here. Try and keep this guy alive. If you don't know, with the Asmerian Wisps, you want to get multiple types into the same monster. I've tested a lot whether that monster can be an essence monster. And so far, the game is telling me no, it cannot. Because I can't get the unique cutover to work on an essence monster. But so that last one was purple. If this blue one also goes to this rare, we're doing it right. Crap, there's all these minions in the way. Dang it. Oh, there we go. Ah, oh, look out. So what can happen with multiple in, you can trigger an Asmerian event. I don't know if that's the official wiki name for it. But basically, your minion will keep respawning, and it may convert into a unique monster, and that's where you can get the like totally insane drops from. What a banging soundtrack, dude. Oh my goodness. These maps are so juicy, dude. What a night. Night for the books. Alright, let's see how we do here with all these weird walls in the way. I'm a little nervous about this one. You were good. Herald of Ice for the win. This guy appears to be unkillable. It's always fun. Yeah, I think it is too, Dylan. Totally agree. And I don't think they have stuff like that on the what's the word? On the radar yet, or like Yeah, they may know about it, but it's not on their slate of things to work on. Yeah, this build is totally cracked. It's just stupid. Wait, there's some Abyss left somewhere. I need to go find it. Here's another great advantage of this build over Hollow Palm. We can ID items while we move. It's such a nice quality of life. Damn, that ring was like almost the nuts. Here's a shrine. I need to put on more shrines, dude. I need to get XP shrine, like, prioritized for this XP run. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hot hand. I got the hot hand. All right, get another one for the gram here. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, you're kidding me. This is silly. Last season, you know, it was much more important to pick up an ID rares off the ground. This season is kind of irrelevant because the crafting's so good. But being able to ID while you were walking last season was basically a requirement for efficient runs. Yeah, this is the second map that's starting to add up to like a 10 div raw drop map. Let's see if we can get lucky down here and really put the feather in the hat. Man, this build with some additional proj would be so nutty. I'm basically cheating additional proj with Tornado Shot. I just got the mechanic down where I'm almost always shooting into a Tornado Shot if it matters. And then I'm cheating damage with this basic bow shot. And that's part of why the build works on, like, no items. I hate this one guy who's unkillable who follows you around down here. It's so rude. Unkillable minions is so rude. Croaker, yeah, this is basically just Ice Shot. I mean, we're sprinkling in Tornado Shot, and then we're buffing Ice Bite and Innervate, you see up here, with basic Bow Shot. And then we've got Herald of Ice and, you know, some other stuff going on. But for the most shot part, it is just Ice Shot. Ice Shot is an always overlooked gem for some reason. Usually in the end game with shatter mechanics, it's always better than Lightning Arrow. Yeah, you got to kind of have the mechanic down for it. It's true. Yeah, it's very good, Crooker. I don't think I've seen a better build than this one. The Lightning Arrow is solid, but you need like hundreds of divs of items to achieve the clear that we have here with this Ice Shot build. Literally hundreds, like multiple hundreds. We'll go with 2 nulls on this one.
Seems like a good deal.
That has Evasion, Energy Shield, Rarity. Kind of want to see the last 2 mods. Bricked. Cast Speed Armor. That one's all sorts of weird. No thanks. I don't know what to do with all these invitations. The zone just doesn't seem very good to run, to be honest. The third Omen of Light of the Night. Love that. It's Savage Zal. What's up, dude? It is. Yeah, it is. It's feeling good. It's looking good and feeling good. All right, we're 5 in nulls. We're going to go down here and switch to Exalt Divines. One very smart thing you all can do with this back part of the season is pay attention to the annul divine conversion ratio. You may save yourself a lot of money by doing so. We are looking for a map that does not have 30% deliriousness. The reason for that is somebody is cheating the rarity up into a higher category with the distillation. I wonder if I can do a knot for exactly 30% and if that will work. Does this work if I remove exactly 30? It did work. Cool. Now we're seeing 27s. There's a 36. Ah, but see, that's 3 divs. It's the perfect map, though. It's 18 pits. Yeah, I think it's worth it. It's perfect. Yeah, Dylan, if you're on Zon, it's like, it's a easy switch over with a lot of extra value. Definitely worth. That was funny, Zao. I did giggle. I giggled a bit. Okay, all set here. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to buy... I think the bows for this build right now are like 4 divs. Where's my bow filter? Here it is. 7 divs right now. They were 4 divs earlier, I saw. And then if you're willing to re-roll the Abyss mod, you could probably get even like a lot cheaper. Yeah, it's good to realize that about Amazon. And then Zal can preach to you about ritualists. He might have a problem. Oh, come on, give me that. All right, let's see here. X-proof, cold, cannot be leached from, pen. Decent chance of dying here. We hope we don't. I'm trying to hit level 100. Dying bad. Boo. Bad expedition. Yeah, if they keep Zon the way it is, and then like don't change how the other classes scale in the end game, it's going to be really hard not to just make more Amazons in future seasons, for attack-based builds, of course. Because the scaling is just, it has no ceiling, and it's guaranteed value in the end game. Definitely not as strong in like the earlier parts of the game, but. I think they're going to have to, like, nerf evasion a little bit. I think. Dude, but we want to see it, Zal. You got a video for us at least, maybe? Yeah, the evasion... I think still it's not really well understood how overpowered the evasion can be. I mean, it's overpowered just as like a slightly stacked mechanic, but if you really go ham on it, you can just kind of ignore the game. I think maybe they'll put a cap on it. I think maybe they'll like cap it at 80% or something and make it harder to hit 80%. They'll do something super beginner friendly. Yeah, they've nerfed so many spirit gems. I hope they dial it back a little bit. We're at 58 quant. It's felt a little weak so far, this map. That I spent 3 divs on. Like a psycho. I don't want to jinx it, but I think I might get to 15% XP tonight. Heyo. There's a little loot. I hope so too. They just need to focus on the end game. Like, don't worry about the characters. We're fine with our OP characters. We like them. I'm 97, Zal. I made a mental choice that I will probably regret, but the choice was to go to 100. And to do it, like, solo. Like, no, like, purchasing paradises or purchasing abyss tiles or anything like that, or playing in big parties. I'm just gonna solo to 100 and see how awful it is. I am kind of curious just like to see how hard it is. Might be impossible. Thanks for the sub. Woof! There's some loot. Been wondering where the loot is. Where'd you hide the loot, game? Yeah, the actual crafting has been very refreshing, right? It's going to make the transition back over to PoE 1 a lot smoother to have like real crafting in both games. Yeah, I think this build can do it. I need to get a little tankier, honestly. I did die once today, once yesterday. Both were in the like abyss pits have additional difficulty per abyss, which gets really, really hard and beautifully rewarding. I want to be able to do it. I think I just need more ES. Or maybe like a real bow. Maybe I have to actually spend some money on a bow. I think that's the map. Yeah, it's funny. My like hideout tooltip damage on this ice shot is like 167k, which is fine. And then that's with Rakiatas, which is not showing in the tooltip, right? But when I get buffed up in combat, it's like 700k. So to say we're cheating DPS doesn't even begin to say it. Oh, I bet that was so hard. Is there an XP boost for party play? Do you get more XP for party like you do in like Diablo games? Because I see the people who hit level 100 really fast, and I'm like, okay, they did. They shared their Untainted Paradises together, and they had a big party boost XP. Okay, you do get more XP. Man, that's harsh. That's harsh to compete with. What's up, Max? Good evening, dude. How are you? Goodbye. Wonder why that Soldier Curious shows up. That should not be showing up in my loot filter. Kind of bothers me. Rarity and Leech with max life. I think the max life makes it a brick. Really bad attack roll and brick stats. This one's worth 2 exalts. Bad. Chaos. Armor. Weird. Bad. Lots of attributes. Mana. Bad. Ming's Heart. Boing. Bad. Everything else is pretty average. I do like to hit these. So these can roll melee skills, and then they're worth like sometimes 2 div. I think they can roll power charges too. So it makes it pretty solid. That was a nothing roll. Yeah, that's kind of the goal still for improvements. I need like a real bow with additional projectiles, and then buffing up these boots with the movement speed stuff, which would be really fun. There's also some things I can do on the tree for movement speed. There's like a vol pact from nothing. You can take movement nodes. So I'll get there. Movement now is 73.6. Okay, we need a new song in the lineup here. Let's go with the Caravan. Ooh yeah. Rarity can get up to 148. Oh my gosh. That is giga nuts. How much was that? 650? It's like a little more than 2 div, right? Not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I have everything. As far as movement, I've got every node that's like in range and available for movement speed. And then I have 35% boots. So it's not bad. The vol pack stuff will add 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then getting these juiced up will be quite a bit more. So I think it'll get over 100. And then I'll be zooming. It's already pretty zoomy, so... Ah, okay. Two div to make one good one from 10 bases. Oh, those sell even better. The Falconers. I assume it's Falconers. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. That's good info. We'll take this guy. Solid. What a legendary song.
Sure thing.
Later on in the dead of the night, I'm going to roll 500 Waystones so I don't have to buy these for ridiculous prices. That is not right now. Right now, I'm all about buying them for ridiculous prices and moving on. The Assembly, 77 quant. This one is 77 and it's cleansed. So this is probably the one I want to go with right here. This will be a map for the ages right here. Please double roll. Please double roll. Oh, it did not double roll, but dang, is it juicy. Don't die right at the beginning to this weird guy. Okay. This map will show you the power of Juice, which, because of Abyss, Juice actually matters this season. Outside of Abyss, it seems unchanged and it doesn't matter that much. But within Abyss, the increased loot you get for juicing stuff is kind of nutty. It's not PoE1 nutty, but it's pretty nutty compared to like the other seasons. Double or triple res? That's crazy. Okay. Well, if you get a chance to drop in the crafting channel, like, what that looks like, I'd be really interested to take a pass at a few of them and just kind of see how it pans out. I don't know if your method is like documented somewhere. Feel free to link it or something. But yeah, I'm curious. It definitely seems like things are way overpriced if it's that easy.
Now for the reward.
Whoa, that was weird. Fireworks. Oh, cool, I found that shield.
Your honor's gone.
I can't remember the name of it. It's a gray shield, though. It's the power shield. And it's super cool looking. Red blade banner. That's a mouthful. Say that 5 times fast. Speaking of shields, holy cow. This thing's a monster. Big bomb is nice and convenient, but little bombs are better. Little bombs with double remnants are better. You really can't go double remnants with big bomb on any build. Maybe an AFK ritualist could do it. It was a monster. I don't know what shields are worth. Who buys a shield? Ritualists? I only speak bow now. I speak bow and hollow palm. Hollow palm doesn't buy shields either. Da, 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 da. God, this King's March song, it reminds me of like the Oppenheimer soundtrack. Like it's on that level. Let's go, Juice. Hunted by the Owl is scary. These blue things are scary. Scary, scary Jerry. Have died to those. Will avoid. Oh my god, is this a juicy map or what? Jeez. What is even happening? Whoa. Oh boy, I got the teleporting headhunter thing. Holy smokes. What is that one? The fire damage? I don't think that one's actually supposed to be a like tier 0 sound. Orb of Chance. I think that's even rarer than Divine. Goodness gracious. Yo, what's up, DJ? How's Hollow Palm coming along, man? Let me know if we can help. We are here to help. We want you to be successful. Temporal Tether. That's it. That was the map. Whoa. Still something out there. Okay. That was juicy, but it I think it didn't even pay for itself. But you know, you give yourself a chance to high roll. That's what the juice is all about. How much is this rune worth? Okay, that one's like 100 exalt. The Mercs is 4. Okay. Yeah, that definitely shouldn't be showing up as like a really good roll. Chance 2 Divines annul. And among everything else, probably like another Divine Worth. So it was like a 3.5 div haul. DPS, but struggle a bit with bosses. DJ, do you know how to make a POB, a path of building link? That's the most helpful thing you can provide to us so that we can help you. Okay, that sounds good, Curse. Those helmets are awesome. Yep, I get it. I'll take your time with it. All right, let's compare those maps to just like one of my regular maps, regular rarity map. It's going to be like night and day difference. The regular rarity map is going to feel like, oh god, I got to change my Atlas points. It's going to feel so sad, actually. Been messing around a lot with Wisps this season. I think I understand how they work now, but I still just recognize that they're not very good, which is really a bummer. Let's see. Yep, those 3 back. Apply. And 1, 2, 3. And then I gotta get rid of 1 rarity node to get to Enlightening Shrine, which is XP. Cool. That's a little sad to take a rarity node away. Get that one back. I could go here and then I save 2 points. And then I could get 1 of the rarity nodes back. I think I will do that. That probably seems really extreme, but like those rarity nodes, don't underestimate, dude. I agree with Zal. Support gems are the most likely culprit. There could be some mechanical issues as well, like if you don't understand combo and power chargers and stuff. Otherwise, Falling Thunder is just like an easy 1-button deleter.
That was almost a challenge.
Why was that first minion so hard to kill? That was weird. If this is an ailment threshold map, I'll bust some heads. Doesn't appear to be. Oh my goodness. Ooh, we have multiple breaches. Been a long time since I've had multiple breaches. Look at that. I'm at 700k tooltip. Just getting some combat buffs. Ice Dragon Innervate are like, I know like people value them, but I think they're still like underrated. Like when people are building out a build, they're not like thinking about them immediately, and they should be. Whoa! That was a scary teleport game. Which rune is that? The lightning damage one? Overhyped. Finding so many of these runes, kind of weird. I'm not like target farming them or anything. They're just dropping like crazy. Another breach. Let's go. Me likey. Whew. The Herald of Ice is just so clean. Look at it. It's a thing of beauty. Holy cow. Even from so far away, it is like just going crazy. Chef Protocols asks, how's the cold compared to lightning? The cold is so much better at deleting mobs. The lightning builds are better at single target because of the rods. But I mean, this thing doesn't struggle with single target at all. Even really big single targets die pretty fast. But yeah, the lightning, getting to put down, getting to pre-buff, so to speak, with rods and then just shooting a few arrows is still more OP. Not many people are doing bosses, so I think this is just the better build. Yeah, the snipe works great on beefy bosses. So if you get the Abyss mod on your map that makes the boss in Union of Souls with the map's monsters, then the final boss becomes super tanky, and then you got to bust out the snipe and time it right. Close one eye and hold your tongue out and time it right. And then it is super potent if you do it right. Like, I don't know what the DPS is. It's really, really high. I can't imagine if you like got charges and buff barrage and did that snipe. I should do that for fun. It would be an arbiter deleter for sure. Oh god, I couldn't attack there for a second. That happened earlier today too. These are some dense breaches. Dense breaches. Oh my god. Guy is like stuttering on certain moments. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice tech. For sure. I think there's another breach. Hell yeah. Sinister. That's what we want. That's the crit base. No good though. Bad. I think that was bad. That one's kind of interesting. It's got a few things going on, but I think it's bad. Oh, we still have some Abyss left. Let's go. We love Abyss, game. Everyone loves Abyss. You hit it out of the park, GGG. You really did. Shut up and take our money. There is no other game even close to as good as your two games. The only reason one of your games needs work is because you made another one that doesn't need any work. This is my soliloquy to GGG. A soliloquy of gratitude and thanks. Herald of Ice. Are you seeing it in all its glory? I think you could get this build to the point where you just shoot basic bow attack like this. And everything gets mowed down. Because this basic bow attack has, like, not damage support gems in it. Oh yeah, the crashes are brutal. Here's the most life-changing save on crashes right here. Vulcan Renderer NIS upscale. That changed my life. So this Wisp didn't vanish. I have to wonder if there's a rare still somewhere. Sometimes there is. Okay, Wisp is gone. Behold, I made it to 15% XP. This is the dream. Look at all these breach tablets, man. There's a quant. 7 quant. Vulcan used to lag you out. You know, it was lagging one of my friends out as well. I think he just needed cache. Like, he just needed to free up some RAM cache. Because they made a change to the renderer in... I think they made it early in .2. And the change they made required you to refresh the cache on all areas that haven't been loaded yet. Long story short, the first time you run anything graphically that Vulkan hasn't seen yet, it's going to lag. But then it's going to cache the visuals, and it should be better after that, theoretically. May or not be true. May or may not be true. But that's my tinfoil hat on that stuff. I love Penitentiary. Okay, we're going to add Clearfell to the soundtrack rotation here. Turn the music volume up a bit here. One second, I'll pull it up. Yeah, Vulkan solved my issues. Okay, so Vulkan. VSync off. So you don't get tearing. That's really important, actually. If your computer's fine, then dynamic resolution is bait. Upscale mode to NIS. And then down here, NVIDIA Reflex off. Dynamic calling off. Multi-threading on. I think those three were potentially important when I was diagnosing the best settings. I never have a GPU crash with these settings. Never. My only crashes are just like the server being dog. And I do still have all the graphical like quality settings up to max. Now they don't look as good in Vulkan as they do in NVIDIA, so there's a net reduction in aesthetic beauty on Vulkan. But obviously you're willing to sign up for that to get rid of crashing and poor performance. You have same settings? Well, rip. What's your CPU? Do you have an AMD? AMD bad. I swear I took the wisps off. They're still like everywhere for some reason. You have a 4080 card. What's your CPU though? Whoa. There we go. And my guy is like trying to teleport every half second for some reason. Ha! Sometimes this game is just poetry in motion, man, with the music and the aesthetics. Whoa, I missed it. CI. Yours seems stronger. I thought about CI for a while. One of the things you don't realize about CI or that gets taken for granted about CI is you lose a bunch of passive points. And that should not be overlooked. So CI for me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how I would come by that without losing tons of damage and defense. So that's a big thing about CI to me. Another is that when you freeze and shatter, you reduce the amount of ground effects by a lot. And yeah, as Zal is pointing out, the ones you don't reduce, you take damage from them even though you have CI. So far, I'm usually like kind of a CI bro, like stack ES and go CI, and it's what I do in all my PoE1 characters, but this season the life combo with evasion is feeling as solid as anything could be. If I were going to try to be tankier, I would just stack more evasion. I'd like get up to like north of 80 because evasion's so OP. But I don't think I really need to be any tankier. I haven't died all night. Let me jinx myself and go to this boss and die. It's the Executioner. It probably will happen. I'm going to get anchor smashed. You guys get to see a snipe. Poof. I missed the timing. Sorry. I'm bad. Bad. Whoa. Max Life, you suck. Why is Max Life always in my armors messing things up? No, you're good, Chef. No problem, man. Thanks for hanging out and asking questions. I just like it. Just like people being here. So because we're Amazon and we have Stalking Panther, we are pure evasion in gloves, boots, and helmet. And that is... It's required on gloves and boots because the base evasion can be so high. I wouldn't say it's required... Or sorry, did I say that wrong? It's required on helmet and boots. I think I might have said gloves and boots. It's required on helmets and boots to go pure evasion. It is technically not required on gloves, but you can get gloves to about 400, so it's pretty insane. And then, yeah, all my ES, 3k ES is from chest and tree. I don't think I have anything else. My amulet actually might have some. My amulet has global defenses, so that counts as ES. Good night, Zal. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Have a good night.
Ready to hunt.
Yeah, for sure, man. There's my XP shrine.
No mana.
Dang it. Whoa, all the shrines are tucked up here in this corner. Sorry, Esmerian Wisp. It's really hard not murdering everything in one shot. My RBF tooltip is 500k with these shrines on. I don't know where this wisp is going, but there's a rare left somewhere. There he is. Oh my god, not worth the wait. These wisps, I need to start ignoring them. I could have died there because of that wisp. Switching from light into cold now. Nice. I don't think you really need anything. I will say Rakiata's makes the cold much more potent. And Rakiata's is expensive. It's not required for the build to work. I didn't have it at first, but I'm just saying that because like if you switch and you're like, hey, stuff isn't exploding all the time like his is, it's probably just Rakiata's. And then if you're on Amazon, you can get insane bow value from the accuracy roll. Insane free bow value. People get disappointed to roll accuracy, not knowing that there's folks like us who are going to frickin' strong arm that accuracy into more base fizz than anybody could ever have. Dextral annulment. Come to me. 2k to defer it. Thanks, game. So generous. Tier 2 lightning on armor gloves. Pretty bad. More armor. Item level 80. Useless. Tier 5 fizz. Dang. It's really hard to ritual when there's something that's that expensive in there. Oh my god, I think my bar moved to 16% XP. That will be so hype. I'm running one Mana Leech property in gloves, and then the what is it, Walker of the Wilds Mana Leech Keystone that turns your elemental into basically the equivalent of Fizz for Leech. I don't have any recovery nodes. I just have that for Leech. And you could get that Leech roll on rings as well. I prefer it on gloves because rings are OP, but... Got him. %. Let's go. OP, OP. Okay, this armor like kind of rolled fun. That's bad. I think I'm going to give this armor the old slamma. It's not amazing, but it's kind of good. If it slammed a 3 sock, it would be probably worth a couple divs. Old attribute requirements. Ruining my day again. 900 evasion on the hybrid is good, right? Turn that off. Turn that off. Search. Potentially 1 or 2 annuls. Not very good. I'll go 2. Here's a quant with waystones. It's probably worth 1. Whoa. A full increase of Vinners. I think it's still bad, though. This ring. The only use for Vinners is negative rarity.
Is that a good price for that?
It's sad but true, as Metallica would say. I'm gonna work up to this overrun tile here. Oh my god, the gray box is a doom. No one told me. You gotta tell me about the gray box is a doom, dude. Make them go away. Dude, I wonder how I make them go away permanently. This is awful. It must be an OBS thing. Well, that tablet sold really fast. That might have been too cheap. I don't know. Rarity Shrine right out the gate. Let's go. How did our map quant roll? 31. That's pretty bad. It doesn't even feel like it rolled with my buffs. Golly, Freeze is so good. Herald of Ice is like the ultimate sleeper. It is so disgustingly good. Where's the items, game? With this rarity shrine, I'm at like 240 player rarity. So, like, some exalts would be somewhat appropriate. Am I allowed to say it? Looking for the Abyss. Without Abyss, it's back to last league. As far as loot. Back to the average Joe's mapping. But with Abyss, we actually see some stuff.
Need mana.
The old hidden ritual monster.
You there.
Can't believe I haven't died in an expedition tonight. Now is the time. No time like the present. Monster hits can't be evaded. I saw it. I saw it. I'm a good boy. Okay, that's pretty rippy. 47% is extra cold. But we got this. Couldn't move for some reason. Oh, fudge tacos, dude. No. I couldn't move or attack, so I had to jump off of Roa. Rip. Oh well, it's all part of learning. All part of learning the ropes. I knew I was jinxing myself. I had a really good feeling about it. It's okay. It's early. This is early in the journey. I'm only 17 years old. It's very early in the journey. And honestly, Expedition loot has been so bad, I should just skip it. That one, I just, I don't know where my cursor needed to be, but I couldn't move my guy because of the combination of chests and minions summoning around me. So I got completely pinned, basically, by the terrain, and then I had to barrel roll off, and then I wasn't on Roa, so I got cucked in the face. All good learning. But yeah, even with amelioration, I lost 3%, which is like, that's gotta be like 2 or 3 hours probably. That's crazy. I'm committed to the cause. I can accomplish anything with this soundtrack in the background. Literally could split an atom in a cave with this soundtrack and unlimited time. Oh my god, she's a scary boss to have summon. Whoa. That was Balbala. Thank you. The annul. I don't care about your spirits, dude. I used to care. I do not care anymore. I'm gonna ignore it. Become one with the map. I lost all my ES. Very scary. I don't know where it went. Here it comes. There's so much content on the screen that's exploding that the game is just straight lagging. Like, I think it's honestly game processing power. Too much explosions. Sweet. That was some solid loot. No! Wait. Rex, how far behind are you? I fixed those a while ago. Thanks for giving me a heads up, though. Nobody said anything when I first saw them, which was quite sad. Dude, this map is like cursed. We got hidden monsters, crammed abysses, expeditions smacking me in the face. The Herald of Ice. Look at all the cold, shattered cold on the ground. Absolutely delicious. Yum yum yum.
Better off dead. No refinement. Another trophy.
Ooh, a resist Sara. That's nice. That gives you what, like 10 max? 20 or 15 max? Wow. What's up, Fishy Tricks? How's it going, dude? Good evening. What's good tonight, man? Defer this bad boy again. I can almost buy it. I can feel it. I'm getting close. Can only defer it once. Feels bad. There's too many good things in this ritual. Oh my Lanta. Scary room. We're all good. Wow. Might have to take a look at that. Tier 1, Tier 2. Holy good items. Holy. Another Tier 1, Tier 3, but we got thorns on that one, so that one can go down. Yeah, thank you, Rex. Thank you, thank you. You to Mayan. Whoa. Whoa. Some sneaky loot at the end. Golly, how am I going to ID all this stuff? Holy, those are some boots. Holy, that's a focus. Okay, let me take a look at this thing. It's tier 4. Okay, no good. Thank you. And we're out of here. That was a great map. How do you pull off the snipe shot? So if you've never used a timed skill, just like be patient with yourself. It takes a long time to get the hang of it, and I still missed my last one. But basically, you need to freeze the monster, and you'll see underneath their hit bar, you'll see their chilled magnitude go up, and then when it hits 100, it'll turn into some frozen boots. Once they're frozen, you hit barrage, which is going to double your snipe. And then you want to get right next to the boss because you want to shotgun him. So you want to be so close that both the explosions hit him. Then you're going to push and hold the snipe until your character kind of glows. And I'll show a real-time example here. Zoomed in. Push and hold. Glow. Boom. There's a little glow right at the end of it. It's very subtle and they don't make it easy to do. I'll hold it longer than the glow. This time you'll see the glow come on and then turn off. Boink. And then it went away. Hopefully that's helpful. Good luck, good luck. Another max life roll. Another max life roll. Feels bad. This thing's kind of crazy. Kind of flopped on the back 9. This guy, I don't know. That's not really that good, actually. Okay, this guy needs some love. We've got... What do I want to do here? I really want to get an Abyss modifier in the suffix. So we want to do... A Sinestral Exaltation. And we'll do a greater since this is looking very good, and that should give a prefix. Boom, 125% armor. That was really solid. And then we want a Desecrator armor. Now, if these were like ES or Evasion, I would go for the Ancient Desecration. Because they're armor, I don't know if it's worth it. Is there anybody out there playing armor? Look at that. With those mods, it's still just one div. I think we'll do a regular rib, and we'll use an Echoes and full send it. Hard choice, though. Fire and Chaos. That is probably as good as it gets, baby. Those are some sexy boots. I really wish they weren't armor, but I smile upon them. They are cool, man. Look at those beauties. Let's go juice these up and see what they go for. That Chaos Res has got to put them up into the mini div territory. All right. 99 all res, 600 armor, 35 movement speed, 1 div. Outrageous. Is that seriously? Are there really boots that are 1 div? Oh my god, armor is so sad, isn't it? But we can add the Chaos Res, and I bet it changes the math a bit. 16 total chaos. Nobody has that. Let's take this down to 80. There we go. So ours are potentially worth. Let's take it to 90. There's one for 20 div. Let's go take a look at that. See if they have something better. And it's actually mine is a lie. Nope. These are the only other boots that are even close. They're 20 div. They do have a lot more armor. Okay, so mine, I'm going to price mine at 10 div. Someone is bound to buy that, she says. Ooh, nice little ritual tablet here. Instant buyout only and exalted or divines only. 100x salt. I'll do a 2 null. It's probably worth 2 nulls. Does seem like a good deal. I agree. Exactly, Rex. Exactly. Dude, I wonder why Rex, you're so delayed. You delayed like 10 minutes. How did this happen? You're gonna run this one. What am I at? I'm at 14%. I got to 16 and died. Went down to 13. I'm back to 14. It's gonna be fine. The trick is not dying again. Dying bad. This happens to be a very rippy map. This tile is rippy. Always has been. Has weird monsters with like delayed summons and stuff. We'll be fine though. Remember, death is not the enemy. Do not fear death. Dude, I need to like go out there and look for an XP shrine. Wish I could send like a crash dummy out there to go scout the map for me. I'm gonna go run it vertically, see if I can find one. Or any shrine, really. I've got shrines like super juiced on here. Here's one. Stupid fire shrine. I'm still bitter at that shrine because it used to get me killed all the time.
No mana.
All glory and honor are to you, Herald of Ice. You're better than we deserve. Oh, large coffer. Come on, baby.
We're talking.
Oh, you paused it. Dude, I was wondering what was going on. You were just so delayed. I thought something was wrong with like my stream latency or something. The occasional viewer who's 10 minutes behind the stream yelling at me about gray boxes. I appreciate you saying something though. Legit. Look how messy this map is. There's stuff everywhere. Whoa.
No mana.
That was a solid breach, man. Yeah, I wish somebody had warned me about that expedition. I think I had warned myself before I started it. I think I had said something very jinxy, like, I haven't died to an expedition all day. Blah, 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 blah. Let me go ahead and open this one and die. Woof. A lot of damage, man. 100% ES with rarity. Alert, alert, alert. Aw, thanks for the sub, Raven. Sweetie. Okay, these require some attention. Looking very beautiful. Trying to think, is there anything creative I can do with these? We have an attack modifier. We have 2 attack modifiers. And a defensive modifier. I suppose I really don't want dual leech on these. So like I really want another attack roll. I'm just gonna do a greater exalt with a suffix, and I don't really care what it is. It could be whatever. Mana per kill, okay. And then we'll give the rib on there. Ooh, my Shavron satchel sold. That's cool. Thank you for projecting your prophecy from the future past. Very helpful. Turn that on and reveal. Oh, baby, that's a fire damage roll. Boom. Okay. Sexy gloves now. Sexy Dexy.
Have an order?
Go forth and grow.
I could use the Fizz rune to like kind of cheat the Fizz damage. I don't think it'll really show up in any filters though. Alright, so these will look super average. Actually, that looks pretty good. But then you add rarity, and they do not exist. We take the life leech off just to see what it is. 2 to 3 div. With the leech and the rarity, I think we're fair to put these up for 5. I'm a glove salesman. I love gloves.
I'm sure someone will want that.
Okay, I think we made it to the overrun tile. Yupper doodles. And it's a crypt. There's a tower out there, but that's way too far. I'm going to look for my XP gain. Tablet, 81%. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get our XP back. It's too bad it's crypt. The crypt is just like a very small map. I need some King's March for this music player. There we go. Okay. And we'll shrine out the gate. Don't mind. Thought this tile was overrun by the abyss. It is. Somehow there's just no abyss yet. Is crypt bugged? What in the heck? Some abyss has been discovered. Thank you, Herald of Ice, for being completely OP. Golly, it's good. Golly. Hello. Ancient Jawbone. Price check on aisle 1. Oh my god, 824 exalts? You are kidding me, dude. Wow. I can answer that in just a moment, Chef. I gotta really take a look. I mean, generally you just want something else with damage. Let me see the links here. So no Rockiatas. You could go with Rapid Shot. Or Rapid Attacks here. That would be solid. Check. Okay, before you do that, check Cold Attunement and see if it goes up. Cold Attunement can be bad if you have a lot of other flat damage of the other element types. So like I have 33k lightning flat for shock value. But sometimes it adds damage and it adds it as cold. So I would check Cold Attunement first, and then if that's no good, you could go with Rapid Attacks. Sorry to hear that, Fishy. You got to keep at it, dude. Just pretend you're trying to get to level 100, focus on something else, and suddenly your Ancient Rib will drop. That's how these things work. How are you doing currency exchange aside from Anj? What do you mean? Oh, like how did I do that price check? That's just a trades price check from the PoE overlay tool. I think the public trade API is exposed, and so I think they look that and make a normalized guess at what the translated prices are for Anj. So that is not an exact Anj price match, but it's usually a pretty reasonable guess. I don't usually see it like way off. What's up, Kushka? Yeah, man, of course. I don't actually play Monk, but I mean, I think you've translated the Amazon build into Monk, and that's totally cool. And yeah, one-shotting bosses is the best, right? Congratulations. Oh my god, Crypt, you are so sad. This is actually almost over. Was there a checkpoint up there? Nope. 14% still. I want to get back to 15 before the night's over. It's important to me. Don't let the wisps tell you where to go. You already have a dog who runs your life. You don't need a wisp running your life too. Not cheap? Yeah. I mean, you can invest a lot in it, right? Heyo! That about completes the abyss here. Oh boy.
Need mana.
Holy smokes. That was a juicy finish, man. %, still. A man can dream. A man can dream. Share my DA items. I'm not totally sure what that means. If you can help me translate. What is GA? Or DA? Ancient Jawbone. Do I want to sell that right now? I just want to hang on to everything. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the LA items come over really nicely. Totally, man. Alright, I guess I'm working over to this tower, so we'll just keep running here to Frozen Falls. And we'll go from there. I've done 570 rituals this season. Come on. I don't need to know that. Unnecessary info. Did this Quan double? Nope. Just getting lucky so far. I have a lot of rarity on. Fishy Tricks, do you wear rarity? Rarity is very important. Don't let naysayers tell you it's not. Don't listen to them. You don't have to tell them they're wrong. You just can silently know that they're wrong, and their silent ignorance will be a buff to your trade market. But yeah, you need 100 rarity. I think I'm rocking like 120. Holy density. Caligor has 480 rarity. You are kidding me, dude. How? How do you have 480? I didn't know that was possible, honestly, in this game. And how's that working for you? I bet you see a lot of tiered items. And way more good currency. Oh, Ritualist. Dude, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Now, are you like a rarity bot for party? Or you actually run around and kill stuff with that much rarity on? Kosis is scaring me a little bit, showing up in these rituals like this. Heyo. Rarity bot now with friend. Nice. That's an awesome setup, dude. It's so fun, too. You get to be the little loot squirrel. All the drops are belong to us. Okay, I gotta be careful here. I got this tornado and I got Kosis to watch out for. Where are you, Kosis? There you are. Got him frozen. Nice. That will end this ritual. Whew. I don't think I need to do the fourth one. He's given me so much. Whoa, whoa, stuck. Stuck on terrain. Don't scare me like that, game. Woof. Some nice density. Ow, ow. Still some rares left somewhere. Oh, there's an essence monster. He's got to go. Still something else somewhere. Tier 5 Sky Crown, I'll take it. No good. That actually seemed like a pretty good scepter. Presence AoE and lots of spirit. That's like the key. Some key ingredients. Okay, slayed that guy. Something down here, maybe? Nope. Way down south. I see it.
See, it tells a story.
Yeah, I don't know. This could be kind of good. 20 max mana. Probably people want more buff rolls on that max mana slot. So then an item is immediately useless because of Abyss League. Abyss League. 5k. Oh my god, that annulment is 13k. Good lord. Sweet. I was gonna say if it shows up again, I'll have to go do that other ritual, but it didn't show up, so we're just big chilling. 15%! Let's go! That's how you overcome adversity, dude. You get back on the horse, spin it in some positive way, and focus on the good stuff. Boom. All right, everyone. That's going to be it for me tonight. Now that I'm starting this level 100 journey, I'm going to be streaming a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you all being here. It would be very lonely without those little numbers of viewer counts. I'll be streaming again tomorrow night, and the next night, and the next night, ad nauseum. Hope to see you there. Bring by your questions and your POBs and your screenshots of awesome moments. And good luck, everyone. Peace.